Give people a moment to catch up.
Excuse my eating French fries.
We're running late, per usual.
Well, I was trying to get stuff done, and then, the thing I was working on that was us was going fine, but then a client got back to us, and then that didn't work because MailChimp has just decided that I am a shady person, and I'm not allowed to access that account.
Well, you are pretty shady, so that's fair. And how have you been this week, Meg?
I'm okay. I'm sorry. Someone sent over another email.
On a side note...
Are we live right now?
Yes.
Are we live yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a side
I'm just going to say,
Yep.
we have so many Google Drive folders. Why do people send so much stuff in emails? We go over it in our very first step.
Because
my hair is very big and curly today.
they don't understand how much harder it is to keep up with things via email. Hi, Walt.
So we're going to be virtual for a while longer.
Well, we're going to have a meeting about that afterwards today. About what we want to do. We have some options, but we were supposed to be in our new office today. Obviously, we're not. There were some shenanigans. So, we have some decisions as a company to make. Good news, bad news. This new streaming rig came, but I think the graphics card came unseated, so I have to fix that. It's been a week. I think I angered some ancient god, and I need to, sacrifice a goat.
Cleanse your all. Ooh.
Smudge some sage around the room, maybe.
Or just straight arson.
You could start doing that TikTok trend that's the manifesting song. What is it? That's everything I need, I already that whole one. I shouldn't be singing, especially on live YouTube things. But do you know what I'm talking about? The one, and it's you haven't seen those?
No.
I see a new one every day.
My TikTok isn't
I'll
quite
send
as
it to you the
wholesome
next
or
time.
happy.
What?
My TikTok's
Yours
not
is
as
what?
wholesome or happy. It's a lot of sad stories.
Oh, mine's all about lesbians and body positivity and all the dog videos. So
I have lesbians and body positivity. A lot of social justice stuff.
Oh, a lot of crazy dancers.
A lot of D&D.
Not as much as I would like.
D&D has started showing up on mine, not as much, not a ton, but a little bit. I knew that I was never straight. I just didn't realize how not straight I was until I was on TikTok. Oh, okay.
TikTok is definitely good at narrowing in on your interests.
Yeah.
So, hi people who are here. We're Johnless for a little bit because he is off doing work things.
Walt's here. Walt doesn't have a TikTok. You probably get more done because you don't have a TikTok, Walt.
That's true. So, last session with this crew, an ogre attempted to use Thistle as a Pokemon. Kind of find out he didn't have enough badges to control her yet. So she killed him. You then escaped the Crimson... the group claimed the Crimson Hues, the pirate ship, but the Azul Dew and Louis Emerald escaped with other captives. The Dwyer mentioned that Agara, this goblin individual, helped him whenever he first came to the Bears and provided some advice for dealing with the troubles. Senpai sent a message in a bottle to Bar and B. Guarantee that's going to make it there.
Is that sarcasm?
Yes.
No, because you could guarantee it makes it there.
I could.
You have the power.
I do. With help from the freed captives, you're able to trudge your way back to the Barrows. Now, it's been about a week. The ex-captives are trying to make a living, doing what they can. Some of them can't find work. as usual for the Barrows and are stuck in the slums, but some of them have been able to find employment in one of the various casinos or shows. Dwyer, you haven't seen him the past few days, but he has a good idea of what's going on in the city, and so you're pretty sure he's going to be perfectly fine. You guys have been doing some odd jobs around the Barrows, just light activities, just trying to keep a roof over your head. But one afternoon, you're enjoying a nice dinner after doing a quick little bounty run, just capturing someone who owed debts to one of the casinos. And you're enjoying a nice meal around the table. Now, I imagine you're having nachos. Was there anything special about the nachos that you're eating this afternoon, Thistle?
Yes, they also have pulled pork on them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we were Chinese food for dinner. We could get nachos, and they deliver.
That sounds like a great plan.
Alright, cool.
We can do Chinese food tomorrow. What are you having for your meal
Um,
after a successful victory?
well, Senpai likes to keep his girlish figure. That's not very girlish. He actually is
Stacked?
fit. He's fit for a half orc. So he's going to stick with his like rice and vegetable meal.
Ah.
He did venture out a little bit and decided to see if they would put some of the pulled pork in with that. So he's having a little splurge, but he doesn't eat chicken.
Oh, I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Gotcha.
What does Hey and Kevin eat?
Kevin is eating some flies that he found between my toes.
That's disgusting. But Kevin is well fed, given the fact that Kai isn't the cleanest individual in the world. So he appreciates having the flying frog around to take care of the pest problem.
Seeing as chickens are omnivores, Hey has a higher fortitude than most chickens, he will eat from Senpai's bowl.
Oh, very nice. So both of you are sharing this meal in this like ritualistic kind of manner.
One of the reasons I don't eat chicken. Fun fact, I actually don't like chicken. I eat it, but I don't like it. It has to be processed beyond being, strictly speaking, chicken anymore.
You don't like the texture of actual chicken.
I don't like the flavor of plain chicken either.
That's fair. So, you guys are having this meal. Kai the Goblin comes out with his Fu Manchu mustache, provides an additional serving of the pulled pork, which you guys seem to really like. And he's happy to get that boar out of the kitchen. It's going to go bad soon. So, he's giving everybody double servings of the pulled pork. And he just smiles and goes, so what exactly happened back on that island? I heard things, but you didn't come back with very much money. So I assume it wasn't a profitable job.
Well, I mean, we got to the bottom of why the mangoes were making people sick. On the bright side. On the downside, the island fell to zombies.
Oh.
So we didn't
Mango wine's going to get a little bit more expensive now.
we didn't get paid.
Let me just get that off the menu. He goes over to the giant wall mural which lists all the various...
At some point, we
Foods
have
and
to figure out
drinks.
the mango thing so I could say, mangoes back on the menu, boys!
Why are you this person?
Why did you marry me?
That's fair. But he gashes out the mango line and just has wine. It's a mystery, whatever he can find.
Mystery. I would drink mystery wine.
That sounds terrible. But while you're enjoying your meal, through the door comes this rather short goblin. But it's hard to tell her natural height because she's wearing this beautiful headdress, clearly all fabric, but it's like interwoven and like origami to have this intricate geometric shape. And she's wearing the like finest silks you have ever seen in your life. They're bright with yellows and reds, and bells are woven in somewhere. But she's a striking figure. It's hard to miss her. And as she enters, Kai goes, "Have a seat anywhere you would like. I hope you like pulled pork." She thanks you and looks at the pixie, first of all, and you see her get this soft grin on her face. She then comes on over and, "Excuse me, may I join you? My name is Agara."
Please. I stand up and pull out a chair for her.
Thank you. She politely sits, and she looks at Thistle and looks at you and goes, I've heard many good things about you. I've heard some questionable things, but it seems that you have a desire to better the area in some way.
While I cannot speak for my companions, I would like to see other people elevated. I don't like injustice.
Like injustice. What does Thistle say to the questionable heritage of your past?
I do what I need to do.
Kim said she needs to keep all the interns away from the group.
She goes, that is fair. In this city, we all do what we have to do to get by. I don't
like to hurt people. Occasionally, I just want to burn it all down. You know.
Well, occasionally that is what's called for. I try to make the world a better place with each action, and occasionally a little bit of arson goes a long way. So the fact that you're not scared of kindling those fires is refreshing. What's going wrong, love?
I forgot to plug the power in.
How?
My routine is thrown off.
Okay, I'll wait for you to do that, because that matters.
I can't get around the computer.
Need someone to just like crack every bone in my body.
Well, if Thistle were there, I imagine she'd be more than willing.
Right?
Okay.
Make me a real Thistle.
We're good. Glad I noticed that.
We all need an angry pixie in our life.
I am the angry pixie in my life.
Very nice. So.
Muppet is the angry pixie in my life.
So Agara, she goes, I could use your help. There's been...
You know, we hear that a lot.
I'm sure.
Like, all right, go ahead.
It's not uncommon for people to go missing in the barrows. People rub each other the wrong way, they go missing. But in one of the higher floors, the falls, there's been a string of just random disappearances. I had some of my friends look into what could be causing that issue, and they had narrowed it down to the Rafad estate. I encouraged them to delve a little bit deeper, maybe figure out what's going on in that home. But ever since I gave them the go-ahead with that, I haven't heard from them since. And so, since all the rest of my cards are tied up, I really needed to reach out to some fresh...
Meat?
Blood, yes. Fresh meat. And given your reputations, I figured I could kind of figure out if this could be a beneficial relationship for the both of us. See your strings, and hopefully we can help each other and make the Barrows a warmer place for travelers. Would you be willing to help figure out what's going on?
I'm willing to. Cannot speak for my companions. I'm assuming that Grigor is asleep somewhere. Did
Yeah, I
say
assume that, yes. For those joining in, Grigor is doing actual work, so let's assume he's doing another job. So what does Thistle say?
Yeah, all right, I guess.
All right. I'm currently residing in... What is the name of that district? I am in the Bazaar. I have a...
How bizarre.
I have a silk stall there where I sell my fine cloth. Please investigate the Rafat house and let me know what you find. And thank you very much for your time.
You don't want to come? You just like want us to go do the dirty work and die?
You look at her, and she is a goblin that stands maybe 3 feet and looks like someone who works with silk. She doesn't.
I'm like 6 inches tall.
Yeah, but you look like a meaty pixie of doom. She's not. You look at her; she doesn't even have a weapon on her.
I thought that I only looked like a meaty pixie when I was raging. When I'm not raging, I just look like a small little biker chick. In my like handmade leather chaps.
Okay.
Like that's why I pass as a regular pixie, because I look exactly like a regular pixie, and then once I rage, I have bulging muscles.
All right, fair enough.
Which, like, I understand. I just feel like it's a little presumptuous to come in and be like, hey, I've asked a bunch of people to do this, and every time they do, they die, and I never hear from them again, so I assume they're dead or missing. But, so we've never met, and we didn't talk about how much money I'm going to give you or what you're going to get out of this, but here, can you go look into it? And I'm going to go back to my silk factory. How are we taking jobs like this? Like, there's no contract, no terms of service, no hazard pay. Like, what are we doing?
Well, you say all that, and she like, I understand. Oh, of course, I would not expect you to do something for free. As a silk merchant, I do have funds. I'd be more than willing to pay you a substantial amount, and as I can acquire various potions and elixirs, I'll be able to provide those as well.
I'm interested in those. Also a silk bonnet.
I can definitely provide you a silk bonnet.
Okay. Alright, I'm in. Let's do it.
Kim said silk to biker chick, and Walt pointed out that she's also completely hairless.
She is completely hairless.
Does she have alopecia?
She's a...
Did she just like age and lose her hair, or...
You've grown up around these islands. You know that there's a clan of goblins called Moonweavers. They are... Well, give me a history check, just to see how much information you get off of this.
11 plus, I am... Never mind. I'm proficient in nature. I thought it was history, but no.
Okay.
So, yeah. Also, technically, I didn't grow up around here. I grew up in the very, like, tiny little part where everybody's pixie barbarians and we didn't know anything of the outside world.
Yes. No, I understand that, but these... the goblin clans around here are extremely common, and most people would know them. With a 10, you recognize this individual as a Moonweaver goblin. They are well known for being pacifists. They don't really fight anyone. You've heard of goblin clans fighting goblin clans. They don't take part in any of it. They just focus on making silk clothing and trading with everybody and just being very zen about as much as they can be.
I want to go hang out there.
But all Moonweavers are also hairless. All of them.
Okay. All
So-
right.
They're very distinctive.
I tell her I would like to be friends.
She smiles, and I would like that. But let's... Whenever you return, I will make sure to have a nice dinner prepared. You seem to like nachos. So I'll make you a nice stir-fry flying centipede nacho dish.
Kevin gets very excited.
So does Hey Hey.
She goes, well, I have to get back to my shop. I left a family member to watch it for a bit.
I
so-
whisper that I look good in blue.
I know how to match a color palette, dear. And she nods, notating the preference, and then she makes her way out of the restaurant. And Kai comes up and goes, oh, so you're not going to eat? Okay, then.
I'll eat it.
Alright. Gives you the plate of food.
I store some of it for Gregor, thinking that he's probably going to need something in his stomach when he finally rouses.
Kai gets excited and goes, it'll be nice to have you in the city for a while. It's nice knowing that you'll be returning and continue to rent out the rooms. Whenever you were gone for a bit, I was really concerned that all that back pay wasn't going to get paid. So don't die. Cool?
What do you mean back pay?
Well,
Yeah,
whenever
what
you...
back pay? We have a deal, sir. Also, haven't we given him like a bunch of money?
Yes, you had to give him a bunch of money, but you were gone a little bit longer than you had expected. And so he was like, oh, should I reserve these rooms? Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my room is a locker, so I'm safe. Mabel, stop growling. You're not tough.
But Kai is just excited they are going to be in town. Then he cleans up the dishes once you're done eating and makes his way back to the kitchen.
All right. So what is our plan of attack here?
Did she even tell us like the address or anything? Do we know where we're going?
She said in the falls,
In the falls, it's the Rafat estate.
the Rafat estate. So let's go see.
Road trip.
What? There, it's in the town.
Still a road trip. Let's go.
We should go put on a performance. See if they can hire us for like a dinner or something, and then we can sneak around. Heist movie style.
I feel like we could just go walk around.
We don't have to be able to get into the estate that way. I mean, with a name like estate, don't they usually have security?
I don't know if people are going like. I just want to see what it looks like. Is this like a decrepit old building? Or like if she's sending people there all the time, they have to be able to get in. Let's just go see what it looks like, and then if we need to do a performance or something, I'm okay with that.
And I guess while we're waiting for Gregor to
Let's
wake
just
up.
be very stealthy.
All right. So Thistle
Have
and
you
I.
succeeded a stealth check yet? May I
Yes.
ask?
No, you did once.
Maybe. Oh, there we go.
One stealth check.
Okay.
All right. So let you and I will go check it out, and we'll wait for Gregor to wake up
Sure.
before going in. Because I mean, GTS can't perform without the G. The OG.
So you make
Is
your
he
way,
coming today?
He is.
hypothetically,
Okay.
He said he was.
hypothetically,
He said he was going to rush them, so he got back in time.
sure.
Look, you've never seen John try to get people off a phone call. It's impressive.
So
But it's not a phone call. He went in person, which is a little harder.
you make your way to the center of the stacks where there's just this giant corkscrew that goes up and down the giant sea stack that is the city. You make your way from the Mercantile Bazaar up to the carnival level where you see a bunch of glistening arcane lights showing off different shows that are being performed. You also see the large Casino Fortuna, which you know is the temple of Soanu, the snake goddess. You continue making
Are
your...
there slot machines?
Yes, they're slot machines.
I would like to put a small coin into the slot machine.
Alright.
I would like to find a blackjack table.
You would like to what?
Wait, so we just totally got distracted by a casino.
Yep, I want to gamble.
Okay. So, first things first, you want to do a slot machine.
Just once.
Okay. Roll percentile dice.
Both.
Yeah. And which game are you playing?
Blackjack.
Blackjack. Alright.
64.
Alright. You make back your money.
Cool. Senpai's good.
Alright. Now, playing blackjack, go ahead and grab a D12. It's the one with a bunch of pentagons on it.
I realized on what's it called? This one? This one? This one. D12. Yes. Okay.
Are you proficient with cards?
No.
Okay. What is your intelligence modifier?
+1.
Okay.
But this is more about luck, isn't it? Well, I guess unless I'm like counting cards or something.
Was it Pippin that was proficient with cards?
Probably.
With her criminal background?
Alright. Here's how this will work. You come up to a table with two individuals. Roll your dice. Don't tell me what you get. Now, you can either assume that you have the highest hand, or you can say they have the lowest hand.
Is everybody playing off the same die?
You
like
rolled
we're
and I
rolling the
rolled
same
for the
die?
two other people, so they both roll a die.
Okay.
Now, the people at the table are going to say, bet. They're going to keep going. They both think that they don't have the lowest roll. So
wait, do I say if I have the lowest, I think I have the highest roll.
you think you have the highest roll? Well, then you just say bet.
Bet.
Just assume that if you roll bad, you can just yeet. So
Yeah.
everyone assumes that they rolled high. The numbers that they got were 12 and 8. What did you get? And add 1 because that's your intelligence modifier.
13.
13. You got highest, so the person that got the 8 lost his money and he gets up from the table and is forced to go. Now,
Kim would like to know how Thistle's holding the cards.
that is a good question.
Am I not seeing the chat? Is the chat up to date on the Twitch? Or are you on YouTube?
I have the restream.
The last thing I see is that she is completely hairless.
I have the restream one up. I can send you the link.
Excuse me.
Restream up there.
Well, yeah, but she's not watching YouTube.
Oh.
I'll send you the restream link. And I think you can access it.
But, back to the question at hand. How are you holding the cards?
I am sitting cross-legged like this with my arms like this. And then they're just stacked behind each other so that I can just look like this.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's more just like the whole pack of cards.
Alright.
Theoretically, we can connect Discord to the restream chat.
The guy is interested in amping the bet. He sees the ring around your waist, and you see him pull off a very intricate...
Oh, no, Alicia, it's asking me to log in. It's not a big deal. I'm fine. I just, I don't understand why I have the Twitch up on the side, and I see, now it's there. Cards are pixie size. How would she hold them? Listen for rumors at the casinos.
Yeah, I was going to make a perception check for while we were there when you were done the card thing.
I would just like to say that since I have very high charisma, so I I'm like trying to like chat with the people there, and I order a drink and settle in like I'm gonna make a little afternoon of it. And Senpai's just like, there you go.
Seeing that you're interested in actually playing, the lizard folk, one of the local natives that has dressed himself up in regal modern attire, looks at you and goes, "You have a spirit for this. Let's amp the bet up a little bit." Sees your ring wrapped around you like a girdle, pulls off one of his rings, which is just as intricate, puts it down. Bet?
Okay, I take my cards and I put them face down so he can't see, and smooth them out, and stand up and shimmy off my belt.
All right.
And then say that before we can proceed, I must try your belt on because I have no other way of carrying it.
It's for a little one. It is
that
a
okay?
magic one. Try
May
it
I
on.
try it on?
You can try it on like a ring.
Like a ring?
Yes.
No, I want it as a belt.
You can put it on your waist. Why not?
I put it up on my waist.
And
Is it comfortable? How does it feel?
It cinches down to the perfect girdle-like
No, it's my belt.
tightness. And it's an intricate set of like wings, so it has this like nice little asymmetrical line that it creates on you. It's very
What
ornate.
color's the stone?
It's not a stone.
There's no stone on this one.
It's just a standard like silver ring.
All right, I'm into it. I take it off and say that I'm game. I ask him, if you have such a nice magical ring, why are you so interested in my ring? Mine's not magical. You should know that going into this.
Can she wear 2 belts?
No, but she doesn't.
But that one's magical. That if I win, I can put it on my finger. But I just wanted to try it on my waist.
Because it's very unlikely I'll lose, and I like to have higher stakes. So are we playing?
Okay. Yeah. Does he speak any other languages?
He speaks Goblin and Common.
Okay. I didn't know. We're in like a snake goddess
And,
casino,
Draconic.
right?
He knows Draconic.
Okay.
Wait, I think I know Draconic.
I know Sylvan, so I just wasn't sure if that was like the snake goddy thing, whatever. Nope. Okay. Anyway, continuing. All right, I'm fine. Yeah, higher stakes.
All right, he rolls. So go ahead and roll your dice. You may add your intelligence modifier. Do you think you have the high one, or do you think you have a low?
I think I have the high.
He says yeet. He basically takes another hit. Go ahead and roll. What did you get? What was your
I
total?
rolled a 12.
You got a 12?
13.
Okay, so he did have the low number. So the game continues. Roll again. Yeet or go?
Yeet.
Go. What was yours?
7.
Ah, you should have called yeet. Okay. He sees, interesting.
I feel as though I've now beat you twice, sir. Okay.
Think about like hits.
Okay.
So now you guys are coming up close to the 20s and 19s. Like you guys are drawing 4s and 2s up to this point. Okay, so let's draw again. Basically, we go until one of us is a very clear loser. So, do you think you have a high or a low at this point?
Low.
He thinks he has high. So, what was your number? Because he got a 14. Yeah, so... Oh, man. You guys are going neck and neck. This is actually, the game I made for this is meant for not, like, go up to 21. But let's keep going. It is a rendition of 21. Yeet or go?
Bet.
Bet?
Go. Yeah.
He also says bet on this latest one. So now whoever has the highest wins, and whoever has the lowest loses this round.
Do I add my intelligence modifier?
Yes. So what did
Okay.
you get?
11.
You got 13.
Okay.
He goes, that was an intense game, little one. You played well.
Yeah, you too.
He
Win.
takes up the nice ring that you got back in the first session. He looks down at you and goes, if you ever want to try and earn this back, I'll be at this table.
You don't like go other places? Do you have a job? Is this your job? Do you work here? Do you live here?
I'm good at this game.
Do we need to get you some help? Are you addicted to gambling?
I'm fine, little one. But
Okay.
I'm glad that you seem to enjoy the game.
Sure, yeah. It was fun. I'm gonna have to kill somebody else to get a new belt now. Alright, let's go. What's up, Senpai?
I was listening the whole time to other people talking to see if I heard anything about the disappearances.
Give me a flat charisma check. Or, yeah, charisma.
Charisma. No.
No.
I rolled a 1, which I believe brings me up to a 4.
As you're trying to, like, settle close to listen on people are like, they're just like, do you want to play?
I'm waiting for my friend. She's playing cards. I gambled my fill today.
But yeah, people seem to be very fixated on gambling itself. Nobody's talking about current events really, and that charisma check would have been useful for like navigating the conversation. But yeah, you don't have the finesse of tongue for this. So people are just confused and jarred by your presence. Yep. So you come out of the casino, a little poorer, as casinos often do.
I didn't come out poorer.
That's true, but you as a group did.
So how much did you lose?
A belt.
Oh. That's it?
That's all. I won the first game. I just lost my belt.
Okay.
How come I didn't win anything the first game?
Think of it like a common pool, and it was like an elimination. You were still betting with initial stakes. The guy left with the coins and the ring.
So did I lose money then?
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
So, I assume you guys make your way up to the falls at this point, or do you want to keep looking at random other bits?
You mentioned the casino.
I
and
did mention the casino.
Stuck
Casinos
out
are
to me.
always there.
Are there shows at the casino?
Yeah.
There are lots of shows at the casino. Looking
What
around.
shows are happening right now at the casino? Do they have auditions? Can we audition to work at the casino?
Looking around, give me a perception check as you're just gazing around. You guys are currently in Fortuna, so
15. Are we adding anything to it?
go ahead and yes, it's perception. So it's wisdom and perception if you have that.
10. I'm rolling crappy today. Let's not do anything too serious.
17.
17. Looking around, you see that this place is bustling. They have a really on top of it security staff, as a casino would. The tables are monitored. So there's the table staff, the casinos, security, the shows. There are a few pictures of shows going on right now. There is this, looks to be a band of elves looks to be doing some tribalistic native performance of some kind that involves giant drums. And they're performing that for the next couple weeks.
Walt said that we see their group in the fighting pit. No, see, I learned a secret. Caleb is purposefully not having us overlap so he doesn't have to establish a universal timeline.
Truth. And the fact that I just pointed out that King of Cackling Comic isn't the performer right now makes it so that's impossible for you guys to be going down to human chess. So,
I want to play human chess.
the performance does not have that on the listing. There are, outside this casino, there is a different gambling hall which seems to just deal with blood sports. There's an individual over there that's extremely popular right now. She goes by...
We should go there and I should fight them.
There's this enormous half-orc maiden who calls herself Shotha. Destroyer, Skull Crusher, Annihilator. She's the big face on the side of this Bloodsport ring.
What level is she?
You have no idea. But she also has she's doing daily gladiatorial fights. And today she's fighting some guy from Ayotl. One of the traveling brawlers. And it'll be a fight to the near death. People are looking forward to it.
What do you get if you win?
The winner gets a platinum belt, which by itself it is a small fortune since it's covered in gems. You get a giant reputation. And of course you get all the various marketing deals and facial spotlights of being an utter badass. Along the side of the stadium is a gift shop with little tiny Shotha figurines doing different battle poses. There are some that sit 28 millimeters and are good for like playing in their random grid game that they have.
I feel like it would be fun to find the person who owns this and suggest that they do a teams night. Like, it would draw a huge crowd if it was only like a one night only teams crowd, and then we could play as a trio and get a bunch of money.
There are group nights. So as you go up and just gaze at the various schedulings and whatnot, the big fights draw the most money. But there are tournaments where groups face each other, no more than 6 in a group, to gain group renown for the various jobs needed around the barrows. And winning those gets you some grade A work. Because they put your name out there, it makes you more marketable. And those are fairly common. They have those tournaments every month. And the next one's coming up in a few weeks if you want to drop your name into the bucket.
Walt mentioned
Okay,
that...
I feel like we have to continue on our thing, but I would like to say for Senpai, I start working on him for the rest of the day that we should enter.
I mean, there's only going to be a token resistance. Walt mentioned that Chantha is his character's childhood hero.
It is.
Wait, what?
Shotha, the half-orc destroyer beefcake, is one of the player's background character's heroes.
Am I related
That's
to
fine.
her?
No. Do you want to be?
I'm just being stupid.
I want to be someone's hero. Do they know I exist? Have they heard about the barbarian pixie?
Some people have heard about that, but definitely entering this tournament would...
No, I mean, have like Walt and them, do they know we exist? Have they heard of us?
They do not know you
And
exist.
we don't know they exist.
Correct.
Who's in what, like, who's older? Like, whose time is first?
I'm
Whose
not
time? What
telling
time?
anyone.
He hasn't
Why?
decided.
Stupid. We should all just be on the same time.
I refuse. So, the sign-up list for the teams is filling up. Seems like people just want to battle to the death for gold and glory.
I don't want to battle to the death. I want to battle to the near death.
Yes, it's battle to the near death. Death does happen. There is a waiver they have to sign. But it's taboo. Because they want these people to come back next month to try again. And they make more money off of, like, rivalries. So, there's an incentive for them to keep you guys alive.
The one who's playing now, is she old or is she like in her prime?
Shatha is young middle age.
But is she like in her prime? Is this when she's the most well known?
Yes, she is the most well known presently.
So then we are in the your other team is ahead of us, because if that's her childhood hero and she's in her prime now, then that means that they are still children.
Well, except for the fact that Walt's character is also a
She's 8.
And is 8. I thought she was 6. Sorry, Walt.
So
Okay, so it's
doesn't
current. Like when you say childhood hero, it means that that's his hero right now.
No,
Her hero right now?
goblins have very short childhoods.
Oh,
Kind of like you're only 4.
I'm not 4.
I thought you were only 4.
I don't know how old the pixie is.
I'm like 22.
I had it stuck in my head that you were like 4.
No,
Anyway.
I think I forgot. It was written down at some point. I'm at least double digits, but I'm not old by any means. My lifespan, I could have been like in my hundreds, and I picked like 22, which is the equivalent of like a 12-year-old.
Got it.
So, this kobold who's just kind of like manning this one little kiosk on the side of the building goes, so, are you going to sign up for the tournament? It's in 2 weeks and we're almost already full up.
Put her name down. It's
We
not
should
like
sign up.
Rigor's going to have a problem with it.
Alright. What's your group name?
GTS.
Wait, like the band?
Yes.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
We would
I've
like-
heard things about the band.
can
I
we
didn't know you killed
perform
people.
Can we perform before our fight?
Maybe.
We
I'll
have
keep
many
a note.
talents.
I don't see why you couldn't. They like
Nice.
cutting costs, and having you do the like intermission show would be hilarious. So we'll put
You
that
should make
down.
us the final fight of the night. And so we do the intermission show, and then we'll come out to fight in all our stage, and everyone will be like, what? And
Well,
we'll
it's
have
a
no idea.
tournament. If you win all of your fights, it's a total of 3 fights. We only allow 3, so that's 2, 4, 8 teams to enter each month. So, yeah, 3 fights. Just don't get too beat up your first one. Cool?
Sure.
Cool. He takes a note down, goes, alright, be here in 2 weeks, and we'll set you up with some lockers. Good luck not dying.
Thank you.
Please don't die. I like your music. So,
Just have those healing potions ready. That was a joke. Sorry.
alright. Now that you guys are rabbit trailed everywhere,
I was really buying time for our wayward party member here.
I tried.
Alright, so up to the falls.
you
Yeah, let's go.
climb the rest of the stacks up to the falls. The falls is this industrial, quiet floor. Compared to the carnival, the bazaar, the marina, where it's just 1,000 people doing 1,000 different jobs trying to get by. The Falls is regimented. It's mainly warehouses and extremely wealthy individuals who have made a claim to an area. So you pass by the Dovanov Library and Estate, where he conducts his research. That draws the most foot traffic in the Falls. The rest of the region is filled with nice, pleasant walkways with ambient fungal lighting overhead. And the trickling waterfall that goes through the entire floor is...
I look up at the fungal lighting and I feel a past life call to be.
nice.
Thanks.
But looking around, you see a whole bunch of different types of housing. There's maybe 3 standalone buildings. The rest of them are either built into a wall or into a line of row homes. And as you begin to navigate, trying to find your way to this estate, which I need to turn to the correct page, the Rafat estate, you find it in between 2 other homes. So it's in a line of like townhouses, with it being just this middle piece here. And then this group of homes is kind of shoved away. It was far away from the staircase. Walking from the estate back to that staircase would take you minimum 20, 30 minutes. It was a bit of a hike. And being this far out from the standard walkway, it's pretty quiet. The homes around here are discreet. No one is traveling by cart here. And the bustling noises from below have gone still. And even the sounds of the waterfall don't make it all the way over to this part of the falls.
It's a little too quiet.
And as you look at the Rafat estate, you do see 2 upstairs windows. The one on the right is brightly lit. On the first floor, you also see a line of windows. They're brightly lit. The front doors are wide open. It's a nice set of double doors, oak. Very expensive getting imported out here. But it leads out to this tiny little courtyard with these beautiful bushes and whatnot. And it seems fairly inviting. You don't hear much noise coming from the inside at this point, though.
Alright, I'm going to do an investigation check.
Okay.
Looking for anything amiss.
Okay.
Have a magnifying glass.
Sure.
It was a joke. I'm just doing my best scanning. No, that's slightly better. So investigation. Can I use perception instead of investigation?
Yeah, you're looking around. It's fine.
Okay, and that is a 15.
You're trying to see information. You do hear a few people inside the entryway. They seem to be messing with something and having a small conversation among each other. Nothing sinister, but one of them does seem antsy. Outside, you see that the bushes are very nicely clean cut. Looking at the houses on either side, though, it seems that this is the most...
Are there roses?
Yes.
Can I stealthily clip some roses to add to my collection?
Let me finish the description. On either side of this house, the 2 adjacent homes seem vacant. So the house to the left and to the right, compared to the bright lights here, no one has clearly lived in either house on either side of this one for years. But looking at the grass, it's well maintained, it's preened. Some poor gardener clearly put a lot of work in. The rose bushes are vibrant and healthy. You see a small little sign off to one side saying baby shower.
baby shower?
Is that where you're showered with babies?
And as you look up at the doorway, you do see a streamer that dips below the doorway.
Are they cleaning babies or are they bathing in babies?
That was a question for Thistle.
Of what Thistle thinks a baby shower is? I just imagined a bunch of like cute babies under like a waterfall.
So you think that they're bathing babies?
Yeah, but like as a like celebration, like they're I don't know first thoughts. I mean, obviously that's not what a baby shower is, but I'm imagining that's what Thistle thinks the baby shower is.
I don't think Senpai knows what a baby shower is because I'm pretty sure that neither elves or orcs have baby showers. I was afraid that they were bathing in the blood of their young.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a no. I hope not. That's well, if that's the case, then we can definitely kill someone. I can get a new ring. But I thought that it was like a sweet celebration.
I don't trust these people. Are there roses in the vacant properties?
No.
Okay. I would like to try to stealthily snip some roses. To add to my pocket dimension of roses.
Give me a stealth check, yes. I guess.
I would like to use my inspiration token. Different dice.
That is one use for your inspiration token.
Something that should negate my inspiration token being used. Just throw that out there.
No.
Yeah.
You are choosing to use your inspiration token.
We can disagree.
To steal roses.
That's a little better.
You clip some roses. Good job.
Very.
How many do I get?
I asked if I can
pocket.
have one of the petals. May I have one petal?
Yes, here you go.
What do you do with the petal?
I start rubbing it on me because I haven't showered in a little bit. I think the last time we talked about me showering was in the rum barrel on the ship.
That was a week ago.
I mean, I assume I've showered since then, but we never mentioned it.
They're bathing babies inside.
Let's pretend I am your baby.
I pull off a sash that is around my waist and I wrap Thistle in it.
I snuggle in.
Give me a disguise check. Give me a performance check.
16.
You play off.
What is disguise?
It's
a deception.
Yep.
Wait,
sure.
what, hold on. Should I be adding, performance? I guess I'm not proficient in performance, so I don't add anything, do I?
Charisma.
Oh, +3!
So mine is
add
7.
wisdom.
Oh, not charisma?
Yeah.
Wait,
Since you're trying to eyeball it and make it look good.
what did I just say? I moved the die. Did I have a 17? Did I say 17?
Your
What did I
performance
have?
is on point.
I thought you said
Okay.
16.
15, okay.
15.
I was like, I picked up the die and I don't remember what it was on. So I would be at 18 now.
Alright, so apparently we'll just think I'm a really bad parent because mine is a 7 total.
So you mummy wrap Thistle so that the baby would be in danger. But Thistle, your performance, you sound like an infant. And given your size, you're like a preemie, so you have to be like super careful with them. But she would have killed the preemie.
I knock on the door.
Oh, well, the doors were open, so
Oh.
you make your way to the entrance.
Yes, and I say, where can I bathe my baby?
As you...
I whisper, I am the baby. But very quietly.
As you step through the entryway, you see a nice little foyer area. In the center is this well decorated table. In the center is a Ouija board, a spirit board.
I want to touch it.
Surrounding it is a whole bunch of cakes, pastries, cookies,
I want to eat them.
eaty foods.
I pick up a cookie and I put it in the...
as well as little tiny plates and those fiddly bits. It's a 2-story foyer. Stairs go up to a door that seems to just go into the rest of the house. And there's a door directly behind the table that seems to probably go into a kitchen area and whatnot. The wallpaper surrounding you is very gauche. It's this like forest with like 2 tigers painted on it, just kitschy. But it's very tribal looking, trying to make it look a little bit more organic with the barrows, but only in a way that someone with way too much money has no idea what it would look like.
First.
But there's only 2 people in this room right now. There's this tiefling woman with her horns going up and around. Her hair is in a tight bun. And you see her just trying to get everything situated perfectly. There's a little tiny table by the entryway with, looks to be 4 dozen names for invitations to pick up, like, thank you, like, little goodie bags. And looking at it, no one has shown up. And...
That's so sad. Are we early?
hold on. So you see this Azamar lady who's getting all the cookies and what's not in the exact position. And you see this, looks to be just a maid servant. This lizard folk lady with one of those like white poofs, like the white poof hats. She's wearing one of those, but it has this extremely reptilian being. All of her scales are distinctive, and she has this massive goiter that just hangs deeply. But she seems very like friendly. She has a big grin. But she's bringing out more hors d'oeuvres and whatnot. And as you enter, the one lady goes, "Oh, welcome. Please come on in. We haven't started anything yet, but thank you for joining us."
I am told this is a good place to safely bathe my child.
Give me a persuasion? Charisma persuasion.
So bad. 9.
You are the worst. Both of these women look at you and go, "What?"
We were invited to shower our baby.
They crack up. "No, dear. This is a baby shower. We're celebrating my pregnancy." And
Oh.
give me a medicine check from both of you.
7.
That time?
7?
That time I roll well? Oh man.
7.
I rolled a 17 plus 3 wisdom, so I got a 20 for this medicine.
All right.
Is this a charisma check or what is this?
Medicine.
Medicine is wisdom.
Wisdom, yes. Looking at the tiefling individual, she's the one that's clearly pregnant.
I have a 9 then.
Ah. Well, that's still useless. Apparently pixie pregnancies don't work the same way. They grow on plants or something, it's fine. So,
I love the idea of Thistle having grown on a plant. Specifically, like, if she was named Thistle because she grew out of a thistle bush, like the little poof at the top opened and there was baby Thistle.
That's adorable.
I think that's a great idea.
That's adorable. That's canon. So,
Happen.
but yeah.
I'm gonna be very confused for this whole conversation then.
Wait, they grow in people? Oh! That's cancer! She's wearing cancer! That's what parasites do. I can only imagine what's going through Thistle's mind now.
I slowly try to peek my head out of the blanket.
Well, as they laugh and go, no, dear. This is where we celebrate my baby, which is coming in a few months. But I see that you brought yours. Do you mind if I have a look? You see that the tiefling woman is extremely excited to have a baby in the house.
Of course. She's very shy, though. Her name is Thistle.
She comes up and looks inside and
Sees that?
give me a performance check with disadvantage in this moment. Because she did not disguise you well.
I rolled a 2.
You're too excited. Your wings like pop out.
Isn't she beautiful?
Yes, dearie. Give me an insight check from both of you. Insight.
18.
15.
Awesome. You get two vastly different reactions from the two individuals. From the lady, she just takes it in stride. From the tiefling lady, she goes, well, she's adorable. I'm glad to see that she's healthy, and it's nice to have
Wait, what did I learn from the medicine check?
that she was the one that was pregnant, and you know that she's going to be popping in about 2 to 3 months.
Oh, okay.
The with such a high insight check, you do see that the lizard folk, Suna,
We killed him.
Suna seems rather unsettled.
I mean, to be honest, Senpai's a little unsettled that this lady is really just going with it.
I reach up and just gently stroke her face.
May I hold her?
Yes, of course.
Hands over Thistle, and you see this.
I just put my hands back and like go like this.
The lady rocks you for a bit and goes, oh, I can't wait to have my own little one. This will be very exciting. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, I sent out so many invitations. Who are you?
I am Senpai von Sebastian. And this little one is Thistle. My little Thistledown.
Oh, well. You're not on... We did not invite you, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. Whenever you enjoy your festivities, we're going to be doing the seance to determine the gender of the baby soon. And,
That I look very sternly at her.
after we do that, please enjoy whatever food. My husband will be down whenever he's done with his paperwork. He's always so busy.
I
But
understand.
as
My
you...
husband
We should
is
just-
asleep at home.
We should just tell her that we're the musical entertainment and that we were here as a surprise and this was all a lie. And it's just because we have to sing.
Are you saying that out loud right now? Oh!
We're really GTS, but we're just TS today.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Someone give me a deception check. A bad deception check.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 12 plus charisma.
I jump out of her arms
15.
and I just start dancing on the ground, going surprise, surprise.
All right. The lady, Miss Isa Rafad.
We're gonna traumatize this poor pregnant lady.
Well, no, she is surprised at first because she was not expecting the baby to jump out of her hands. But after a bit, she's very excited. It's like, I'm very sorry, Miss Thistle. That was a great surprise.
I bow.
I'll have to thank my husband that you guys did such... this was so lovely. I was really worried that nobody was going to come, and this really brightened up my day.
Would you like us to sing you a song?
We're the piano man.
Yes, please. And she takes you over to the one side where there's this unused piano. Dusts it off real quick for you. And pulls out his CD. He's like, please, perform. I would love to see anything right now.
So I jump on the piano and start jumping to different jumping to different keys to play a very sweet, fun sound.
Both of you give me a performance check. And you guys have been rolling terrible. The lady seems to be just rolling with every deception you lay out. The lizard folk lady is just so disturbed.
Perception is what? Charisma?
Yes, it's charisma.
So then I got a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Of course you did.
My deception was terrible, but my performance is top notch.
I start singing apparently a completely different song because I rolled 10 altogether.
Oh, that's not so bad. If I got a 20 and she got a 10, I feel like that should be able to carry us.
Yeah.
That evens out to a 15.
Well, considering the
Average.
baby is the center of the attention right now, you're playing 4 chords over and over and over again, so nothing impressive. But Thistle just carries it, twirling in the air, singing what song? It is a baby shower.
I know. I was trying to think of a baby appropriate.
I'll always be my baby.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh my gosh!
And while I'm doing it, I'm also dancing with one of the roses.
So you're doing this. It starts with "My loneliness is killing me." I must confess, I still believe. Oh, that's... You do that amazing song, and as it goes, give me an insight check from both of you again. That particular song was brilliant.
That one's intelligence, right? Or wisdom?
It's...
Wisdom. I got a dirty 20.
18.
18? Whenever you start that song, Suna, the lizard folk lady in the background, just gets so wide-eyed, and you get this look of horror on her face. And the wife, Miss Isa Rafad, you see her just get momentarily stricken and incredibly sad. But as it turns into this song of, like, fruition, she eventually grows that smile that you expected the song to get. And with your 20, she gets the hope found in the music and applauds at the
Brittany
end.
brings hope to us all.
I'm Brittany, bitch.
Dang, comment, guys. Where were we? Okay,
So, I think we're supposed to be gathering information. We got really off mission here.
well,
I must confess.
thank you so
I
much
still
for coming.
believe.
Please enjoy some cakes and treats right now. I'll have to go
That
get
would
my
be
husband.
lovely.
You guys did amazing. I can't wait for him to appreciate what
So
he
I go
purchased.
get a couple cookies, and then I come sit down next to her, and I have my cookies on my lap, and I'm like, so what kind of plant is it?
As you...
Where did you plant it?
Well, The lady went upstairs to go get her husband. So went up one of the two side staircases, went through the single door at the top there. Suna, the moment that the door shuts, goes, that is might not have been the best song for today. It's cruel to give her hope.
So you're kind of like a Debbie Downer, huh? Not much fun for parties.
What do you mean?
Once both of you say that, you hear some light clacking from the center of the table where the spirit board is. There's two very obvious boy and girl on this board, but it's also a whole bunch of letters and whatnot for the party game questions.
For those that don't identify as single gender.
Yeah, that too. But the term for the planchet begins moving across the board by itself.
I fly over to it, and I'm just like flying above it, following it.
As it starts to move, Suna, the lizard folk, freezes in time almost. You don't hear any other noise as the planchet moves. And it says, "Help me." And the planchet flies upwards at Thistle.
I catch it.
And the room itself begins to get drab and age, mildly decay. Suna warps out from the room. And the jungle scene seems to cast shadows as if it really is a jungle.
Does that mean I get
portrayed
favored
there.
territory?
No. No. And the two tigers that were in the painting crawl out of the work and begin to attack. Please roll initiative.
This would be a really good time for Gregor to
19.
come through the door. I got a 10.
I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick before we start this.
Sure. 19. And what did you get?
10. I just messaged John. I'm like, we are being attacked by tiger paintings!
So hi everyone. Thank you for joining us on this stream. Baby showers are always so fun.
I mean, this is probably the best baby shower I've ever attended.
I know, right?
I think Hey Hey would have made a more convincing baby, honestly.
Yeah, that's not saying much. I can't see the chat. How is it going? Oh, that's the chat?
Yeah.
They're both awkward looking children.
I just like to
Wrap them
send
both together to make an like Etten twin kind of situation.
I just like to send John really random summaries of our game.
And this one is
There was a baby shower, now we're being attacked by tiger paintings.
good times.
Yep. Let the good
So,
times
Thistle.
roll.
You want initiative. The board goes flying up and clatters down onto this table. And as it hits the table, you see that all that food has turned to rot. But there's these two tiger paintings that are currently 25 feet away from you. So they're both on either side of the room. You guys are in the center of the room, and they're about 25 feet away from that center point. So Thistle, what do you do?
So both tigers are coming towards us? Are they
Yes.
going like one at each or what?
They seem to do that kind of like prowling circle thing, like sharks in the water, looking for the easiest target. They haven't yet closed the distance.
All right. I just fly straight up and ready myself for an attack.
All right. Okay, now it's their turn. So, as you fly up, they kind of see the only remaining person down there. And these two tigers begin lunging at the one remaining person in the room that's
Hey,
within.
he's next to me. That they should attack Hey, but he is
You look
here.
the more substantial threat to them and to the house. So these two tigers, they function like tigers, but looking at them, it looks like that they are still a painting. They look two-dimensional, but they move as if they're a three-dimensional moment. It's like 1,000 different photographs just happening simultaneously. And so the first one will come lunge at you. Give me a strength saving throw.
Man, but I had a really funny thing I was gonna do for my first. Strength.
Yep.
Oh, I'm proficient in strength saving throws, so
Oh, that's
I get
good.
to do a +2, so 15.
Good. You don't get knocked on your butt. As this piece of paper comes wailing into you, it seems to carry the full force of a tiger behind its strength. You take 16 points of damage as it just maws into you. And the other tiger will close the distance as well. 16? It will also nom on you for 13 points of damage. And give me a strength saving throw.
You said 13?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got 3 hit points left. Wait, no. 30 minus 16 is
14.
14. I have 1 hit point left
Okay.
in 1 attack.
So is that strength saving throw now?
5.
Okay. You are prone. You get
Alright.
knocked to
Can I
the
just
ground.
tell you
as
what
these-
I was going to do for my first turn, and I'm really mad I didn't get to do it?
Sure, go for
Okay,
it.
so Senpai was going to invoke an ancient spell he'd once heard of. Because it seems that time is weird here. So he was going to take a jump to the left, and then a step to the right, and then put his hand on his hips, and tuck his knees in tight.
You're the best.
And that's what you missed out on by attacking me with tigers.
I'm sorry. So, that was their turn. It's your turn.
Alright, well, Hey is going to,
Attack a tiger.
well, first I'm going to lay hands on myself. That is my crochet app, not my spell book. It was a good joke, though. It would have been a great joke in game. I'm very sad. You have made me sad by attacking me.
Well, now there's a pinata, but it's all the way up there.
Cure wounds. There's a D8 plus my spellcasting modifier. I need this for combat anyway. Ooh, I rolled an 8. And my spellcasting modifier is a 3, So I get 11
11
hit points back. So I'm up to 12 hit points. Cool. And then Hey Hey is going to charge one of them.
Okay, I assume you stand up.
Can I use my movement to stand up?
Yes.
Okay, then yes.
Alright, so now you attack one of the tigers with Hey Hey.
Yes. Can he back up and move 20 feet at him? Like, is there room to do that without an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay. He does not.
Okay.
I'm assuming. Well, let me actually ask because I'm assuming a 6 doesn't hit.
Correct. So, after you, Thistle. You flew up, so you were completely out of any possible threat. You still are. Your friend is getting devoured.
So I fly down and grab the tail of one of the tigers, and then because of my Tavern Brawl, that now becomes a weapon, and I use it to hit the other tiger away from Senpai. And then, like, when I do that, release the tail, so it just goes, like, flying into the other tiger.
Go ahead and give me a strength athletics check. Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 14, but then my strength, am I adding my strength modifier to it, or the Tavern Brawl is like, or
No,
that's
it's
D4 damage?
athletics
So am
to
I just
begin
adding my, what?
Athletics first. So that's
Okay,
a
so
skill.
athletics is +6 because I'm proficient in that.
Yes. So, what's your total?
So that would put me at a 20.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll with the tiger, which you are proficient with. So that's a strength attack roll with a tiger.
So what am I still really a 20? What do I roll for that?
You would roll the 20, and then add whatever your weapon...
18.
Yeah. Okay, so you use the weapon, the tiger as a weapon, slam it into the other tiger. Go ahead and roll your D8 plus strength modifier damage. And I'm just going to divide that between the two tigers. And are you raging?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say that. But the second that I flew up out of reaction, that I flew up and realized that I left Senpai, I immediately went into a rage.
Okay, so it's
Is this my D8? This is right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. 5.
5 plus your strength plus 2.
Plus my... So, do I... Is it the +4 for my strength?
Yes.
And then +2 on top of that because I'm raging?
Yes.
So 11.
Okay. So you do 6 points of damage to your meaty weapon and 5 points of damage to the tiger you hit the weapon with. Cool. And
Now they're both away from us, right, though? Because I made sure to say that I released his tail when I threw it, so they're both over there.
Yeah, that one tiger got thrown, landed, and is toppled over a bit. So only one of them is close to either of you at this point. That one wasn't shoved away. But the other tiger has been. Your weapon has been thrown.
Oh yeah, you also have advantage on your athletic attacks if you're raging. Your athletic
For future
rolls.
reference.
Okay. So does that mean that on all of them I roll twice and take the higher?
Yep, with athletics. So.
Okay.
Yay! We did draw aggro effectively. And after you, is there anything else you wish to do? I know that you did a lot.
Oh wait, don't I get a bonus action too? I get a bonus action when I use Tavern Brawl. That's a bonus action to grapple the target, which would be the tiger closer to me, right?
The grappling is whenever you grabbed onto the tiger in the first place. So I assume that you did that.
There. Okay.
This is all part of your Tavern Brawler. I am going to use everything as a weapon, including the enemy as a weapon. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
after that, I guess it's their turn. One of them will attack Hey Hey because there's just a chicken in its face.
No.
So,
I would like to use the inspiration token I earned from John to make you re-roll that.
Hey Hey will be taking.
I don't have it written down anywhere. What does it mean when I attack recklessly?
You have advantage on your attack roll, but I have advantage to hit you.
Gotcha. Okay.
But while raging, you take half damage, so who cares about that? So Hey Hey took 13 points of damage. His feathers just fly everywhere. I'm surprised Hey Hey has any feathers at all at this point, but he seems to shed
He is developing magical powers, and one of them is...
constant feather growth.
Yes.
The other tiger will attack the one that threw it. It will get back up and attempt to lunge at the pixie that used it ungracefully as a weapon.
Okay.
And misses terribly because he is so mortified of being
Can I
thrown.
respond to, like, do I get to act because he came after me?
No, that is a fighter-specific ability. But you'll be able to
Okay,
act on your
okay.
turn to try and kill him. Again.
Okay.
So after their turn, it is your turn.
Did Hey Hey happen to, like, go flying? Does he have to make a strength roll?
No.
Okay. But he can't, like, back up and charge him this time.
Correct.
Alright, well, Senpai is going to... Am I far enough away that I can use my bow?
Yes.
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry. When I held the tiger, did it feel like paper, like a painting? Or did it feel like a tiger? Like, can
It
I
had the
rip it in
weight
half
and
like a paper?
shape of what you would expect. But the texture itself was wrong. It was like holding old dry wallpaper, but it happened to be in the shape that it was supposed to be.
Okay.
So it wasn't
Okay.
fuzzy cat,
It was like a paper mache tiger?
paper mache tiger kind of vibe.
Okay.
It had the appropriate weight.
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
That'll hit.
I don't have the feat that lets you crit on a 19. Can I get a Vorpal bow,
No,
please?
maybe. Talk to Dovanov.
So 10 points of damage from the bow. By the way, that would have been a 27 to hit altogether.
Solid. Okay, so you shot. What about a Hey Hey? I assume you attacked the one that Hey Hey was bit by, right?
Yes,
Okay.
obviously. Hey Hey comes in, claws out. The little velociraptor he's turning into. And he did a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
He did 11 points of damage.
That paper mache tiger does not look good. As Hey Hey rips into it, paper goes flying, little tiny dry pieces of timber go flying off. And it's like he's just ripping at a drywall. Then after your turn, back to Thistle.
Okay. I am going to, while raging, attack recklessly using unarmed strike to rip the tiger to shreds. Like, I just shred it, tear it in half, and rip.
The one that's mostly damaged at this point, right?
Whatever one is closest to me.
They're both close to you. There's the one
Okay.
that you threw that came back. That one still seems to be in good condition. You
Okay.
have a good chance of
gonna-
ripping the other one in half, though.
Okay, I'll do the other one.
Okay? So you go up to it, give me your attack roll, and you have advantage because you're doing it recklessly.
16, 15. So
You-
16.
You definitely hit. So go ahead and roll damage. So you do the full 1d8 plus 6. Oh, no. With the,
The unarmed strike is a 1d10.
yes,
isn't
1d10. plus strength, plus 6.
I have yachty.
What the? Yeah. I think I'm missing a die.
The D10 looks like a gemstone, kind of. That isn't.
This one?
That one. Yes, that one. You're correct.
Okay. So the 1d10 doesn't have a 10 on it then.
The 0 is a 10.
Gotcha. 5.
5. So 5 plus 6 is 11. You ripped that tiger in half. As you do that, give me a history check.
18 plus, is that intelligence or wisdom?
It's intelligence.
19.
As you rip this in half, you get peppered in drywall, rotting wood. It's like you were in a ripping into a wall that is at least 20, 30 years old of just dry rot. This feels like you're ripping into something old. Not ancient, but older than it looks. So after you rip that thing asunder, there's still the one thing left over there. So there's the tiger that you use as a weapon, who seems very upset. Do you want to try and grapple that guy? Since you can? Or are you...
Yeah.
Okay. So you go over and grab him by the scruff. Go ahead and give me an athletics check, which you have advantage on, apparently.
18. 8. So 18 plus, do I add anything to that or no?
Yep, athletics.
So plus 6, so 24.
Whoa. Yeah, you grab the tiger. It is not going anywhere. This giant papier-mâché tiger is just being held at bay with all the force of a very angry pixie.
I go, good kitty, and pat his head.
And now it is that creature's turn, and it will attempt to bite you. It is very annoyed. It has advantage. Does a 17 hit?
Yes. Did we up our armor class last time when we upped our levels?
Armor class doesn't really improve as you level.
Okay. That's all. That's the only thing I didn't have written down. Yeah, so 17 hits.
We have to get
You
better.
take 8 damage, but you're raging, so you take 4 damage.
I'm at 33 hit points.
Yay. After the one tiger's turn, as you're looking around, after that one tiger died, and you got that drywall rotting sensation from it.
Oh no, is it poison?
No. The rest of the room itself seems to instantaneously age a bit. Some of the wallpaper seems to just peel off the walls and crumble into ash. Some of the staircases, some of the steps of the staircases just crumble and concave on themselves. Some of the carpeting underneath seems to have been pulled up and shredded. It ages around you a bit. And your turn.
Hey. So she's holding the tiger in place. How far are Hey and I?
You're 10 feet away.
Hey backs up an additional 10 feet. And then charges forward. And I come in at the same time and draw my dagger. And we dual leap at the tiger.
Go for it.
I rolled 17.
That'll hit.
I rolled 9.
Okay, well, the first one hit. So what does Hey do? It's fine. He's the important one.
So you let him have the hit?
Well, do you want him to have the hit? Who was
Yes,
that?
because he does a lot more damage than I do.
That seems right.
He and I do the same amount of like my bow does the same amount of damage as Hey. My dagger only does a D4. So I like whiff on the tiger.
Yep.
And Hey comes in.
The tiger tried to dodge out of the way, but is being held in place by an angry pixie.
D6 because he backed up to charge. So that is 10. Ooh, 16.
Ooh, bugger. Yeah, he's not looking good. Back to Thistle.
Hey lands on the other side. Like
You
slides.
have a good hand on this guy.
I'm holding this cat with both hands or with one hand?
With both hands presently, but that's not stopping you from doing anything. If you want to use
Okay.
a hand.
I move it to one hand and then just try to punch my fist through the tiger as hard as I can.
Lovely. Give me an attack roll. Are you attacking recklessly again?
Yes.
Okay, roll twice, take the higher.
13, 15.
That'll hit. Roll damage. 1d10 plus stupid.
5 plus my athletics, is that what you said?
Plus the 6
thought it was
damage.
plus. Yeah, so 11. Wow, it was 11 every time.
So you just weed whacker into this tiger and drywall, wallpaper, it just crumbles and the tiger just collapses in on itself. And as it fumbles down, both of them lay fairly flat and revert back to their standard two-dimensional wallpaperiness, but clearly torn apart. And now you're in this damp, dark, the bright lights of the baby shower room have long since dissipated. You're just in this dark, unpleasant chamber. And as you look back at the entryway, the doors they had walked in, they look like they crumbled decades ago. Now you're in this unpleasant, dark house.
I would like to make a perception check.
Roll.
4. So pretty much I know I'm in a dark, decrepit house.
Can you roll perception?
Yes. Well, mine's a 17.
Okay. You hear a voice. It sounds like a mournful, scraggly voice, like someone had just been screaming and crying and is now just trying to talk, saying, "I will have my child." And the planchette on that board just again says, "Help me." And that's the end of the session. But you were saying?
I was about to say, I think we need to go research this house. We need to leave.
We should go look up who lived here. I'm pretty sure a pregnant woman died.
So, that was our first session of the level 4 adventure.
Woo!
I hope you guys are enjoying it.
Yay! Yeah, it's super fun. Like, I want to find out more about what's happening in the weird house. I also want to know if we come back tomorrow, will they be reliving the same day?
I want to know if we exit this house if we're in the same time or if we just really split the party in a really bad way. Like, is Grigor going to be like 30 years older when we walk out of here?
No, we would be like in the past, wouldn't we? Oh no, the house aged. I thought we were going back in time. But I guess the house aged.
We don't know.
What I thought was happening was that we were like stepping into the house and it was the day of this baby shower, but then at a certain time it went to like what it's supposed to look like at present day. Like that the house is actually really decrepit, but each day it goes back to this like point in time of when the woman was pregnant with the baby before the baby died or something, and she like went nuts.
That could be. That could be.
Although it would be really funny if now we're just in like a totally different time zone of Gregor, and now we have to try and get him to our time zone, which would mean like getting him to go to the house and trying to get to us.
We'll see what happens. It'll be fun.
Yeah. So, thank everyone for joining us. Shirts are up on dungeontavern.com, and if you run into any issues, you can send me an email at dungeonhavoc@gmail.com.
Oh, I want to order one.
And I can help you. I can place orders on the back end too.
Ooh, look at this pretty new website.
Yeah, it's in progress. Now there's some things, Meg, that you'll figure out.
That are annoying. But,
Since you're used to looking at my stuff.
but what announcements do we have before we get derailed by weirdness?
Next week we should be. Your mom bought 3.
Well, she's a crazy person.
So next week we
Love you,
should
Mom.
be. We don't know if we will be in person or on our own. We will decide that.
Is it just the one shirt?
There should be.
Oh no!
There's a
If you hit
ton
shop,
of
then you
shirts.
see the others. Okay, I got it.
So if we're not in person next week, we will at least be on the new streaming rig. Hopefully, if I can get it to work.
Who knows what
Who knows? Next week will be a surprise. Hopefully, John will be here.
I'm looking forward to being back in the off, like have an actual setup so I can like, hey John, let's drag you back into this room.
Well, no, he went on site.
That's a good way to run away.
It is.
I'm ordering one of the shirts. Can you guess which one I'm picking?
The Mage Hand. The Beholder's not a Pokemon.
We're
I
bad
thought
at
we would be
guessing.
better at this.
Trying to think what else was on there. Yeah, I like to roleplay.
Yeah.
Yay! It's one of my favorite ones I drew, so thank you.
Nice. Well, it was my favorite one in the beginning, but I thought we had to get like I thought you wanted us each to order a different one to see how they came out, and you were like, no, I want you guys to order the same one so we can compare. And I was like, oh, okay.
And then Caleb saw how this one held up after washes and that it looked better on. He was like, no, we can just go with that printer. And then that printer was out of like 18 shirt sizes. So,
Yeah, it's been a...
let me know what you guys think of it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide what size I want to get because I'm guessing they're unisex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind taking pictures, for those of you who are ordering shirts, and like tagging me in them so that I can just see how they look and everything, I would appreciate it. I'm excited. Judgy devices. But yeah,
So,
next week we'll continue on with this lovely little story at the Rafat estate, and we'll see how bad things get. It'll be fun.
yay! All right. Well, we will see you all later. Bye.
Toodaloo, everyone.